Okay, so I wanted to get started asking about how you all became involved and interested in pursuing music as a career and just what the whole process was like for you of really pursuing music overall as well.
Well, I can't speak for all of us, I think. For me, it's just like I've never had any other option. This is what I've always wanted to do. Like I started playing music when I was like 10 years old, and then since then it's the only thing I've been doing. I don't know if these guys can
Same.
when did you know you wanted to do
Yeah,
music?
same. I didn't know. I just sort of realized that
Oh.
I couldn't quit music and everything else just fell away.
Yeah, I think for me, my dad used to play in a band when he was 17, so I think it just wanted to do the same.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
Zach
I never had a choice.
never had a choice.
No.
We forced him to join the band.
Actually, my drum teacher forced me to start playing drums,
Yeah.
so I didn't have a choice. But
Mhm. And speaking of forming the band, what was that experience like also of really joining together and deciding to play together and really getting the band started?
Well, it was sort of a gradual thing because I started the project like in high school. And then these guys have sort of all joined at different points in time. So there's not, I mean, for this current iteration of Trad, there's not like one defining moment. But I guess for these two, I mean, they joined in 2019, just before we flew over to the States for like the first proper time. And I don't know, I mean, I pretty much just went up to them and were like, you guys want to join the band? We got to leave for the States in a week. And then they agreed, thankfully. Oh yeah, we got a tea kettle boiling on the stove inside. So I don't know, I mean, but you know, we've all played in bands for pretty much our entire lives, and it's just something we do. Like, I don't know, it's very natural. We're all from like small towns, and I don't know, like playing in bands is like
what you do.
It's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And once you started playing together in the band, how did you start approaching writing songs together? And what's that experience like overall of really getting the music together for the group?
Um, we're still figuring it out, to be honest. Yeah, it's always different. The songwriting is always, you know, sometimes it's, you know, at the kitchen table with acoustics. Sometimes it's me on my own, like with a computer. Sometimes it's in the rehearsal space, like jamming out. And I mean, lately I've been writing a lot on my own. I think going forward, like, you know, we're doing more like jam sessions together and stuff like that. But it's always evolving. It's always, yeah, it's always a different thing for every song. So, yeah.
Mhm. And are there any particular musicians or groups that really influence you as a band and how you've approached writing songs together and playing? What is like some of your biggest like influences over?
Influences?
well, my influences are like from a whole nother genre, usually metal. So I listen a lot of Incubus, Tool, a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers, and yeah, this will be the top three influences for me at least.
Mhm.
Yeah. And for my part, it has been mainly like guitar wise, it would be like the Strokes are one of the stronger ones. Image wise, it would be like My Chemical Romance. They are fantastic. And then both me and Noah, we have a favorite band called La Dispute. We both have La Dispute tattoos. So I think that's going to be the main three ones for me.
Yeah, I listen to everything, and I grew up listening to a lot of like my mom used to be a goth kid, so I grew up listening to a lot of like you know, The Cure and Susan Banshees and stuff like that. And also like my dad was a reggae guy, so I listened to a lot of Bob Marley, and then and like Toots and the Maytals and stuff. I don't know, I listen to everything. Everything influences me. But my favorite band of all time is La Dispute. And guitar wise, like the Strokes are really masters of guitar arrangements. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I think for me it was a lot of Red Hot Chili Peppers, like Robin, and also Foo Fighters and like the old school punk band like the Clash and Ramones, and yeah, what you necessarily wouldn't call punk today, but
yeah, it used to be very punk
it
rock.
used to be
Yeah.
punk.
Mhm. And overall, so what's your experience like and approach to your performance style? How would you really describe like how you approach performing for live audiences as well?
Oh, I don't know.
Mhm.
Performing for live audiences, I mean, I think it's come kind of naturally.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever like actually discussed what we do on stage. It just sort of happens.
I think we're leaning more towards having fun and playing a good show than, you know, focusing too much on our instrument and every note being perfect.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we just want to connect with people
yeah,
in the
Yeah.
crowd. I
yeah,
think
that's
that's
it.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just having fun.
Yeah.
And I think that translates. I think people notice. Like people always come up to us after the show and like, "Oh, you guys were so much fun," because
Mhm.
you know we do what we love, and people feel that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And what was the experience like getting to play at South by Southwest last week and really getting to interact with audiences in Austin and just really getting to experience the music scene there as well?
Oh, it was hectic. Yeah, I think hectic is the word. Yeah, we were, I don't know, we saw like 5, 6 shows a day,
Yeah,
like walking
wow.
around different venues.
Yeah.
And also obviously since it's a showcase, like there's like the changeover time is really quick and it's all very like hectic but it's all very fun too. Like
Yeah.
I think even though it's exhausting, we really enjoy that sort of environment. So, I don't know, but South by, I mean, I'm very pleasantly surprised. I would say.
It was fun.
Yeah,
It was very fun.
and the crowds at our show have been fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
we had mosh pits.
yeah, we got full on mosh pits,
Mhm.
people dancing,
Yeah.
like singing along. So it was a lot. Yeah,
And Austin was also very beautiful.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
nice town.
Love Austin. Yeah.
Mhm. And now, I saw online that you're having a tour across Europe, particularly throughout the summer. And what's that experience like gearing up for that international tour as well?
Good question. I think this time around we're like, because we have some new songs on the way. So this time around we're probably going to spend a good amount of time like, you know, bringing new songs into the set list, doing rehearsals, figuring out what the perfect, you know, order of songs is. And then, you know, Zach usually does all the technical stuff and figures out the gear and what we need.
Mhm.
So I don't know, it's a lot of rehearsing, a lot of planning out trips. Thankfully for the European tours, we have a great agent who helps us out and gives us all the info we need. So
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much just rehearsing, getting everything ready, and then fucking driving off to the south.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And speaking about the new songs, are you debuting some new songs for the tour coming up, or like what's that experience like as well? And really, just in general, figuring out what you want to play at each show as well.
Yeah, I mean, for this show, I mean, we just put out a new single called Swimsuit. And so that's one of the songs we're playing for this run, which is really fun. It's always like kind of nerve-wracking trying to play a new song for the first time in front of an audience. But you know, we're figuring it out now. We're also playing another song that's coming out soon
Yes.
on this tour, which is called Me and All My Friends. And I don't know I don't know why we chose that. I think it's just like it seemed like a fun song to play, to be honest. So
And it was.
it was.
It
Yeah.
is. It will be.
Mhm.
But if we're releasing a new song for like the summer,
Yeah.
we're thinking about it. Could you say it like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we are.
We probably are.
We probably
Yes.
will.
But it's a lot of
There's a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
more music on the way. It's just, you know, we're still figuring out the release schedule and stuff like that. But for figuring out what songs to play on tour, I think we usually like, you know, everyone says which songs that are their favorites from the new ones. We battle it out pretty much. Yeah.
And speaking about releasing new songs, I was actually about to ask about that as well. And what's your schedule coming up? Can you discuss like how you're planning on releasing new songs, or if you have a new album coming up, or just what's coming up next in terms of singles? And
Yeah, we got another. Well, first off, we have a music video coming out pretty soon, and I don't know if the release date has been announced there yet, but it's coming within a couple of weeks. So that's the first thing, and then we have another single coming out in April, and then it's just going to be like we're going to be pouring out songs pretty much throughout the entire year, and then the plan is there's going to be a second album in fall. Yeah.
Mhm. And do you really also like enjoying to interact with fans on social media as well? And what's that experience like getting to speak with
that.
fans and staying in touch after the shows as well?
Yeah, Robin lights up when you talk about
Yeah,
that.
that's the best part. you
Yeah.
know, to
Yeah.
interact with people and like,
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly like that's why you're in it.
For sure.
Kind of like we really like our fans are super, engaged and they really like care about the music and care about, what we do, which is really nice. So like interacting with them is always a good experience. And sometimes like a bit sad too, like people will reach out to us with like problems and if they lose a loved one or whatever. And it's so that can be kind of intense too. But I mean, we're in it for like making connections with people. So
Yeah.
love that stuff.
Yeah, it's very cool to be like on the other side of it, because I mean, like we all remember being like 14 and looking up to a bunch of bands, and it's so nice being the band now and being able to be like nice, good people and be very welcoming. We have such great fans. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they're amazing.
And when you go into the studio to record, do you have all your songs and lyrics set, or do you maybe change things in the moment while you're recording? And what's that overall process like as well when you're actually recording songs?
I mean, we usually demo things out first. So we'll like figure out a demo like on a laptop, just for like really basic stuff. And I don't know, like in the studio, yeah, I mean, it all depends on the song.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, sometimes the demo is like just right and you just want to make the demo but better. Sometimes there's stuff to figure out. So yeah, I mean, there's no it's like it's a boring answer. There's no like easy answer for that. But yeah, I mean, if the song is good enough, then we don't change anything. And if it needs work, then it needs work, pretty much. Yeah.
And when you're writing songs, do you usually come up with like the lyrics first, or like the instruments first, or what's that process like just overall? Going back to really creating the songs.
There's gonna be another it depends answer. I'm sorry. No, but I don't know. I mean, generally, I think we probably do music first.
Yeah. I think we.
Yeah. So generally, it's music first, or like a riff or something.
Yeah.
And then the lyrics come after it. I mean, but it also like always depends on the song, and sometimes I have lyrical ideas first. So.
Okay, I think that was mainly it, but thank you all again for taking the time out to speak with me today. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for your time.
Thanks for having me.